Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Macca here. Welcome to my 100% full game walkthrough for Access Denied, a new game for $5 published by Ratalaika Games, and it is available starting in early February 2019. It does offer a full 1000 gamer score as well as an easy platinum trophy in approximately 30 minutes to an hour. Additionally, feel free to check out more of my full game walkthroughs for achievements and trophies. I'll leave a link in the description. The last game we covered was called Heroes Trials, which is completable in 25 minutes. Now the controls are super simple. Just load into the game, you rotate the cube with the right stick and you interact with the interact button. You can also zoom in and out if you so desire. Basically this whole game relies on you solving a bunch of puzzle boxes. For the first puzzle box, just select all of the switches and turn them on. At any point during your gameplay, in the back panel you can see what level you are currently on, and on the right hand side you can also see the current time in your area. Now for the second puzzle, all you need to do is turn the switches, or the dials rather, to the purple dots. The dials in this game are terrible with controllers. They're almost impossible to get turned the right way around. You will fiddle with them for a while, but once you get all of them to face the purple dots in level 2, you'll be on to level 3. Moving on to level 3, there's kind of a complex solution where you find a symbol pad that corresponds with numbers. Instead of doing all of the long stuff, I'm just going to give you straight answers for the most part. And for this one, you're going to put in 8, 2, and then 5. For level 4, you have to walk around the entire board collecting all of the stars, and you can't use the same square more than once. So we're going to go up twice, left twice, then we're going to go down to the very bottom, then we're going to go to the left and then through the middle, then we're going to go from the top left corner to the bottom left corner, and that's how we can grab all of the stars without using the same space twice. For level number 5, we have to do a little bit of math. We have to generate 55 on the LED while selecting 8 total numbers. The easiest way to do this is to press 9 5 times, press 8 once, and then press 1 twice. This will allow you to get 55 with 8 numbers. For puzzle number 6, we're going to use a drag and kind of drop mechanic, and what we're going to do is align the yellow squares with the yellow LEDs and the blue squares with the blue LEDs. You might need to zoom in and out a little bit and kind of tilt in order to get the best angle here. The dragging and dropping in this game is almost as bad as turning the dials. The cursor almost never aligns with your actual movements, so hopefully you get that and can move on. Puzzle number 7 is pretty simple. Start on the top row of arrows and select the first and last arrow. And then after that, on the arrows kind of on the right hand side, select the ones that don't have lights. So that's going to be number 2 and number 4 in order to turn on all of the lights. Alright, so for puzzle number 8, we're going to start by turning the board around to the panel with the 2 sliders. And what you want to do is get the slider on the left around 40% and the slider on the bottom right around maybe 75 to 80%. If you do that correctly, you should get an image of the solution to the puzzle on the other side. And then we just have to input the correct movements on the directional pad to get to the star without failing. So we're going to go up to the 4th square and then to the right twice, down to the bottom, to the right twice, up to the very top, and then to the right twice, down by 2, to the right twice, and then up to the star. Okay, so for puzzle number 9, rotate so that you have the face without any buttons to the right, and then to the left have another picture, and basically cycle pictures so that the colors match up. So here I have blue on the top, pink in the middle and white on the bottom. So I match that up from, right to left. And then I rotate and I'm going to match up again from right to left to make sure the colors match. So white, then pink, and then blue. And then on the last one, I'm also going to match. And once they're all matching and they're all connected, you will finish that level off. For puzzle number 10, we're going to adjust a bunch of sliders. Start on the very right-hand side and go all the way to the top. The one next to that one should go up once. The one next to that one should go up 3 times. The one next to that one should go up 4 times. And the one next to that should go up twice. Puzzle number 11 is super easy. Do the first 2 switches on the bottom row, the 3rd switch on the top row, and the 4th switch on the bottom row to get the proper input. Puzzle number 12, super easy. Just go straight to the sliders, and what we're going to do is input the solution, which is 12, then 15, and then 2. This is done by doing math on the actual cube itself. We're going to skip all that. Alright, so for puzzle number 13, assume that the buttons are ordered 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will press the following combination: 3, 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so for puzzle number 14, what we want to do is slide the sliders so that the display disappears. This should happen at 9, 5, and 7. Once we do that, we have to go around the board and activate enough switches to correspond with those numbers. So for the pink switches, put any 9 of them on. For the blue switches, put any 5 of them on. And for yellow, put any 7 of the yellow switches on. Again, that it's 9 pink, 5 blue, and 7 yellow to complete the puzzle. Now on puzzle number 15, we can quickly grab a missable achievement called Short Trophy called Short Circuit. What we want to do is draw the circuit in order for it to basically not work. So draw from the pink battery in the bottom left, draw straight to the blue and the orange, and then connect the blue and the orange. That is a short circuit. You'll get a red line, and it will break the puzzle. At that point, you can restart the puzzle or just manually wipe all of the lines on the screen on your own. And now we will actually do the correct solution. So the correct solution for puzzle number 15 is basically you draw the pink to the other 2 pink dots and then into the orange and blue. And then you have to connect the orange to orange and the blue to blue without the lines crossing. Now that might sound really difficult or confusing how it's explained through words. The visuals will help you more than anything I can explain through my voice. Just connect the lines as shown on screen. Puzzle number 16 is super simple. Just turn on 3 purple switches, turn on 4 blue switches, and 2 yellow switches. For puzzle number 17, you have to fill all of the vials with liquid. Start by going to the screen with the switches and select switch 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Next, you can head to our oh-so-favorite dials, and what you want to do is for the outer dial, you want it at 5, and for the inner dial, you want it at 7. After the dial, you can go to the circuit. For the circuit, what we want to do is start by, for yellow, connecting the two closest kind of nodes. And for purple or pink, you want to connect the closest and furthest node, but skip the middle node. With the correct layout here, you should fill the vial. Last but not least, we'll go for the horizontal sliders. For the top one, we'll go around the 70% mark. For the middle one, we'll go around the 10 or 15% mark. And then for the bottom one, we'll go for right around the middle. For puzzle number 18, we have to manipulate some yellow tiles, so I'm going to rotate to one face to the left from where I start and then work my way leftward on and on. For the first screen, you kind of want to fill the voids as shown on screen. For the second puzzle part, you want to also fill the voids, but for the last one, you have to do a kind of specific pattern where you fill on the right, but only kind of halfway fill through the left. Just follow on screen and you'll be good to go. You can also slow down the video if I'm moving too fast if you're watching on desktop by using the settings cog wheel on YouTube. Number 19 is a classic matching game. You have to find a symbol and then find the corresponding symbol that is the same and then press them in order. I don't know if this changes every time or if it's random. If it is the same, obviously you can try to find the exact solution. For me, I just kind of went through it, found a symbol that was very unique, and then kept going around the board until I found that same unique symbol, and then matched them up until you fill up the entire board with matches in order to complete the puzzle. For number 20, we can go right to the solution. Just input 2, and then 5, and then 8, and you are good to go. This is based on math done on the other sides of the board. For number 21, we are also going to skip all of the hard stuff and all of the steps. Instead, rotate straight to the board with the blue buttons, and then input the same buttons as I do. So top left, bottom right, and then kind of a zigzag up. And you're good to go. For number 22, we'll start with some yellow squares on the left and some blue squares on the right. And basically, we need to switch them. This has the drag and drop mechanic, which as you can see on screen is terrible. And I am already struggling. But all you want to do is kind of use that middle block to manipulate how the squares are moving around. And you shouldn't have too much of a problem. It actually isn't too hard. You just got to get all the blue on the left, all the yellow on the right. You basically more or less have to follow a very close variation of what I'm doing on screen, though, if you do get stuck. Okay, so 23 is a little bit complex. What we're going to do is we're going to switch to the circuit side, and we're going to connect one of the circuits. So start off with purple and connect it to kind of the orange here, and then connect the orange and fill the orange button or the orange light on the top of the kind of machine. And then we can switch over, and we have to walk and collect all of the stars. There is kind of a specific way to get it. So for the yellow, you want to go down, left, and then up and around. And then make sure you kind of grab the stars that allow you to escape. I'm not going to call out the exact movement, but hopefully it's pretty obvious as to why we're taking this path and not a different path. If we took a different path, we would get stuck and not be allowed to take all of the stars in one go. Now after grabbing all of the stars, you should get another LED on the box to go off. And now what we want to do is cancel the orange circuit and connect the blue circuit instead. Once we connect the blue circuit, we are also going to have to go around the other side of the board and then collect all of the stars again. So keep that in mind. And there's also only going to be, I think, one unique solution in order to grab all of the stars. We're going to start by going to the right and down, and then going around the board kind of counterclockwise to grab all of the stars. For puzzle number 24, we're going to basically skip all of the steps, go to the side with the purple buttons, select button number 1, button number 5, and number 6, and you're done. For puzzle number 25, we have to select buttons number 1, number 4, number 5, and number 8. For the next puzzle, we can go straight to the sliders and put in the solution. It is going to be 8, 9, and then 7, and you're good to go. For puzzle number 27, turn it around to the purple buttons. What we're going to have to do is press a certain amount of times to the left and then lock in by pressing to the right immediately after. For blue, select left 6 times and then lock in with the right button. Then for yellow, we're going to do 8 and then lock in with the right. And then for blue, or for purple rather, we're going to do 4 times and then lock it in with the right. Alright, so for puzzle number 28, we have our oh-so-favorite dial puzzle. Just go straight to the dials, and what you're going to want to do is get the inner dial to 4, and get the outer dial to 7, and you should finish off the puzzle as quickly as you're able to get the dials to cooperate with you. Number 29 is a little bit obscure. What we're going to start with is the dial, and we're going to set the dial to 3 o'clock, and that'll turn on a red LED on the top. And then what we have to do is turn around the board and make the other LED red. When both of the LEDs are the same color on the top, one of the yellow LEDs on the slider side will turn on and lock in. So you're going to basically be matching colors. The first color you have to make is red by setting the dial to 3. The second color you can make is purple by setting the dial to 11. And the third color you can make is a teal by setting the dial to 7. And you'll have to kind of use the sliders to lock in all of those colors, and then you're good to go. So puzzle number 30 is a drag and drop style tile puzzle. For the first face, we're going to actually leave it, and we're going to go to the face to the left, and we're going to manipulate that one so that the tiles are on to the left and the right. Then we're going to go one more face to the left, and we are going to manipulate the blue tiles so that they take up the corner spots. And at that point, we can go to the last face and manipulate so that they go up and down. Puzzle number 31 is super easy. Just turn on the switches number 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. Puzzle number 32 is a bit exotic if you actually want to try to figure it out. We're just going to get straight to the answer. So what you want to do is you want to go to the yellow LED side and lock in using the purple button on the third LED in the middle row. Once it's locked in, go to the blue side, and what you want to do is lock in the second blue LED on the bottom row, and the puzzle will be solved. For number 33, the solution is on the face you start on, select the arrow to the right 1 time, and then rotate to the face to the right and select the right arrow another 1 time. Rotate again, select the arrow 2 times, rotate again, and select the arrow once. For puzzle number 34, we have to set 3 dials. The dials, we'll need to set them to 5, 3, and 9. Once all of those are set, you are good to go. For puzzle number 35, we have to manipulate a couple of rings. We'll start with the yellow, and what we're going to focus on is the outer color. And we want to manipulate that and turn it to around the 11 o'clock mark. Then we can go to the blue side, and we want to change that to around the 7 or 8 o'clock mark, again focusing on the outer blue ring. And then last but not least, we have pink/purple. We want to manipulate that to around the 5 o'clock mark to complete the puzzle. All right, sweet. Our final puzzle is number 36. What you want to do is you will notice that there is a purple button. Instead of clicking it, rotate to the face to the left and then click the bottom left brown square to basically solve the puzzle. You should get your achievements or trophies for completing all the levels, completing level 36, winning the game, and so on and so on. But you will still be missing 2 achievements or trophies, and I will quickly show you how to grab those. So the first one we'll go for is for spending 3 minutes on a level. Go to the main menu and load any level you desire. I'm going to load level 1. At this point, basically walk away from your Xbox or PlayStation for 3 minutes. And exactly in 3 minutes, you will unlock an achievement or trophy for taking at least 3 minutes in a level. Additionally, we'll have to skip a level. In the top left corner, you may notice that there is a skip icon, but it has to fill up. It takes, I think, like 45 seconds to fill up, and then you can skip a level if you get stuck. So if you just wait for that to fill up, after the 3-minute mark, just press the B or the circle, and you will skip the level and unlock your final achievement or trophy. Thank you for watching. If the video was helpful, share the video with a friend, drop a like, maybe leave a comment, and check out some of my other full game walkthroughs. A special thank you to all the supporters on Patreon, with a super special thank you to 00. Hopefully, I see you guys in the next video. Peace.